$55. $55. $55? $55? Something ain't right. We're going to discuss Super 7's wacky prices next on Toy Games.
Hey! Oh! Toy Games! Toy Games!
I rarely make two negative reviews in a row. You know, I do complain a lot here and there, but mostly I enjoy the hobby. I enjoy the things I collect. I enjoy the things I buy. So this is just coincidental that a friend got this figure. He was in the neighborhood. He stopped by with this Snarf that I'm interested in because I want to have this, what I call peanut butter and jelly of two figures together, like Batman and Robin, and I don't know, pick any two characters are just meant to be together. Obviously Snarf and Lino here, but the price point for not only what you get, but what they did to what you get. So let's, like I said in the intro, I mean, $55, I didn't feel like I was ripped off because this is 2 years ago, I think this was in my top 5. The Lino at 55 isn't the best figure ever, but he's a great interpretation of the character. Let's strip them away and focus on Snarf.
Do it now, slave! Yes, oh, wonderful one. I will do it right now.
You know, it's funny. I recently saw an interview with Brian Flynn, and when Brian Flynn comes on these shows, Jesus. When he comes on these shows, I don't know if you ever seen the Twilight Zone movie where they treat the kid like everything he does is perfect, but really he's like a monster and he's like a mess and they have to just pretend he's so great. That's how they talk to Brian Flynn. Like everything they're doing is just so freaking great. And I'm watching it like, what is going on? Like no one's ever going to address like how ugly Andre the Giant looked or Bruce Lee or the price points. This is never going to be discussed. And recently, I don't know if they lost the Simpsons line or they dropped it. And there was another line as well. So 2 lines that are just going to be unfinished, incomplete, and done with. And they're just pretending like, well, it just happened. Well, it happened because of the damn price point. It makes no sense. It's funny. They can go up in price, but they can't go down in price. So that leaves us with this Snarf. And what is funny is behind him, you will see like a My Pet Monster reaction from Super 7, $25. And I might just pull him freaking into the camera. Like, look at that. I say price point is king a lot because price point will make a purchase that has inconsistencies, and we're going to get to those. It doesn't make them go away, but it softens the blow. You know what I mean? It softens that, I got ripped off feeling. And that's how you feel with a purchase of a figure that is the size of an Ewok, which is another figure similar in scale, similar, better quality by Hasbro. I might dig them out for the comparison. It's just, something's not adding up. This doesn't look like the promo image. Now, his feathery beard, for lack of whatever you want to call it, the color can be cream, it can be tan, sometimes it's white. So they did mold this. There's no paint on this. So they took the easy way out. And this is the color of the mold of this beard. The paint is kind of just like, I'm not going to say it's haphazard, but it's just not tight. If I could put him there, get him in focus, and pull in a $35 figure who at the time, I was like, man, Neck is ripping me off with this, but I got to do it. I got to complete that Mirage Turtles. But now in comparison, I feel like this is a fucking steal at $35. And I ultimately, this is going to come down in price. It's going to be on Entertainment Earth this time next year for freaking $25. And all this will be forgotten, but I just don't know what goes inside the heads of Super 7 with this pricing. This little dude here, $40. Same ballpark. Still cheaper. And that's overpriced at $40. Let me clop around and find Wicket. Now, Wicket is from a company everyone loves to hate. And like I said before on this channel, only thing I dislike is HasLab. I don't really have a lot of complaints with Hasbro. Here's a Black Series Ewok that was overpriced at $27, but it's a better product. And I don't want to hear the excuse anymore that, well, they're not at mass retail, so they have to sell that price. I see Super 7 stuff at Walmart now. They make deals with Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, which is the best way to pretty much get figures anymore. So someone is buying in on these figures, and they're taking a freaking loss. All that G.I. Joe, not classified, G.I. Joe Ultimates are half off just a few months after the wave hits. Something's got to be done. I'm not a big enough channel to invite Brian Flynn on, but if I ever get there, I'm going to call him out. Let's discuss the good. He did come with this little tail stand that this is a friend's figure, and I'm not going to do it live and break it on him. That would be my luck, and then I have to give him $55 for this freaking thing. So obviously, you're going to pop out the tail, and then you're going to see like this mustard. It looks like someone squirt fucking mustard down his back. And he's a alien hot dog you can now devour. But this unplugs, and he pops onto there. Perfect. That's what he did in the show. You know, Snarf was annoying, but he was a charming kind of annoying. And that's a perfect kind of like analogy for this figure. He's annoying because of the price, but he still has a tiny bit of charm in there. You know, there's just, I don't know. Maybe because it's Snarf. He was such a goofball. And seeing him in toy form, you know, back in the day when he came with Lino, he wasn't even a 5-point figure. He was just like a little add-on accessory. I think that would have been smarter. You know, this Wolverine that came with Animal Man with McFarlane is kind of what they could have done, but they know they can get $55 out of people that need to complete the line. That's what we like to do as toy collectors. We like the feeling of completing something. And I don't know. Don't have a good feeling about this. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sorry there's 2 negative videos in the same week, but it is what it is. Take care. Have fun.